Okay, where do we need to go? What direction does the country need to go within the next 4 years with whoever is elected?
At a federal level, one of the things I honestly I want to quit hearing about, man, is the same-sex marriage stuff. Like, I understand that's important to people. I understand it's important to gay people. I understand it's important to people who have gay family members. That's something that needs to be handled on a local level, and that's just how I feel. Like, the president having to even make a decision on that's ridiculous. And I'm not saying that that's not an important issue, but we got an economy that affects everybody. You know what I mean? Young, old, black, white, gay, heterosexual, bisexual, whatever the case may be. That the economy, getting that economy booming, getting that economy back right is important. And too much time, in my opinion, is wasted on same-sex marriage at a federal level. Let the local level handle that. Let the states come up with whatever law. If that's the law that is good, cool. If it's a law that ain't, cool. Whatever the case may be, let the states decide that. Let's let the president, let's let the federal government focus on other things. Because truth of the matter, most federal government programs suck. So do you really want these dudes being able to tell you that you can and can't marry your boyfriend, girl? Like, yeah, get them out of it. Let's focus on the economy. That's the biggest thing. The economy, education. United States as a whole, we still lagging behind other countries when it comes to education. So finding more ways to provide funding for our kids to go to college and be successful is, all that's tied together. Education, the economy, and jobs. Those three things are the biggest things for me. International affairs are great and all that. Man, we got to take care of home. Quit running. We always want to run to another country, fix this, fix that. And I understand as big brother, we should. But, it's always been said, take care of your home before you go fix another person's house. And we need to focus on that. So, again, jobs, the economy, and education. Because at the end of the day, you could dump all these millions and billions of dollars into education, and these kids get a good education, they go to college, graduate, ain't got nothing to do. You know what I mean? So we got to get the jobs together. In order for jobs to be there, it's kind of a teeter-totter. You got to get the economy right to build jobs. You got to build jobs to get the economy right. You know what I mean? So we got to find that balance to where instead of up and down, we finally just start going up together. And once you get those three things together, then maybe we can find some time to work on, same-sex marriage. And, it's a lot of stuff, man, that I could say, like, honestly, is a waste. Like, as much money and all this talk we spend on securing the borders, look, man, either you gonna do it or you ain't. And that's the whole thing is, like, I'm tired of having conversations about stuff year after year after year when we ain't gonna do nothing about the border. We talk about the border area. You know what I mean? They had conversations, you're gonna dig a trench and put a fence, and if you're gonna do it, do it. If you ain't gonna do it, quit wasting people's time. You know what I mean? Because really what happens is we hear about it so much that we start to figure it out. We tune it out. You know what I mean? So, like right now, me and you sitting here, we don't know if the border fixed or not.
No.
You know what I mean? And it's because the avenues that we get that information from, man, they clutter with all this stuff that is just not as important as jobs, education, and the economy.
All right. Moving on. As you know, all across the country, it's been a widespread violence here and now. We had the two brothers got shot. They did not get shot at Cloud 9. Just so everybody know, they got shot leaving Cloud 9 at a light at Georgetown. Then you had the guy who got shot leaving Tremors. I drove past that actually. I actually drove past it and seen the white sheet. Along with other people who've gotten killed since Trayvon Martin. Everybody ran downtown and put on the hoodies. What do you think needs to be a solution to fix? To kind of like not really fix, because you can't stop crime, but at least slow it down.
I think one of the things we need to do is we need to find movements that everybody can buy into. And as positive as the Trayvon Martin situation was, especially for Indianapolis with everybody going to get hoodies and things of that nature, us being able to have a march, it also showed how weak we are as a local community, as a local city, when it comes to addressing our own issues. Because there's a Trayvon Martin situation in Indianapolis, let's just say maybe every 2 or 3 years, and you don't see a rally for that. So I think one of the problems is that we look to national news and other outlets, other markets, other cities for motivation. And I think when it comes to marches, like the thing about the Trayvon that really made everybody jump behind it was that it was creative. You know what I mean? Everybody hoodies. You know, that was something that everybody could do. Everybody had some type of hoodie at home. So I think we need to, you know, I don't want to turn it into a gimmick, but I think we need to make sure that people understand the importance of why we march, and I think we need to give them a little incentive to get behind it, you know, because sometimes it's just a matter of us being in a generation where marches don't matter. And the truth of the matter is this, and I truly believe this, a lot of people agree with me, nothing's come from marches in probably the last 20, 30 years. You tell me what result. I mean, we've had marches and rallies in Indianapolis, and you tell me what came after that rally. And 9 times out of 10, nothing. We came out here and we marched because we wanted peace. It still ain't no peace.
So what's happened to our black leaders then?
We ain't got none. We ain't got no black leaders. And the reason we ain't got no black leaders is because the old leaders don't want to move out the way. So when young guys like me and you come and we make a statement, it's always one of them older dudes that's ready to knock us down whether our statement is right or wrong. You know what I mean? There's a generational gap and a disconnect between the guys who consider themselves leaders versus the people who are leaders now. They don't have the ability to get people to come out and support and all this. We do. But you don't even want to deal with us. You don't want to talk to us. You don't want to work with us. You don't want to sit down and mentor us. So we're a generation of forget you. You know what I mean? Like, that is our attitude in our generation. You don't want to deal with me? Forget you. That's how we move. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, we still need to be humble and respect our elders. But at the same time, our elders need to recognize that when their ability no longer exists, you have to reach out to some young people who have those same abilities.
Just like in sports,
you know what I mean? It's
or
like,
music. You know,
come on, as we grow older, our followings grow older. As we grow older, our support base grows older. So let's be honest. In a city like today, society of today, if you 58, and that's who all appreciate you and love you, is people who 58. How far y'all really gonna march? This is a reality. So you need to reach out to some young people. You need to quit being stubborn, quit holding on to the reins. Let it go, man. Let it go. Teach a young dude out here something, put some knowledge in his head so he can go out here and pick up the fight that you dropped the ball on. And going back just to saying what we need to do about the violence here, and I really didn't answer that question. I kind of went around it, but we most definitely need to find a way to reach out to the youth. We need to enhance the youth programs that exist. Arts program, like the arts in this city, this sucks. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying if you give him a paintbrush, he ain't gonna shoot nobody. You need to give people alternatives to the lifestyle that they currently live in. If you can't give them that, they will ignore you. Plain and simple.
Ain't no dollars, boy, going out guns blazing today.
I'm gonna make some people mad. Man. I'm gonna call it like it is.
But that's what we want on the show. We just want facts. We want truth. We want something that people can take and go home and think about. Like, man, you know, Chino really, he right.
It's true. I mean, like, look at the preachers.
Like they got mad at, you know, when I did the Dre Rose interview with Trey, you know, about Trayvon. You know, we got a lot of backlash about that, but what he said was right. And I didn't think about it until he said it. We know we are putting a hoodie on somebody we don't know. We got Trayvon getting killed every day in our own, and there's been murder since then, and we haven't seen the only person that I've seen being supported for getting killed this year was Lil C.
And you know what that was, man? That's a neighborhood. Like that's that 42nd and Post neighborhood, and it's like that because we were a neighborhood that no other neighborhood really wanted to deal with. You know what I mean? So we got dependent on ourselves. You know, so like that's like our little cousin, that's like our little brother. But even with that, all you seeing is us shouting out. You know what I mean? And I'm guilty of that too. I shouted out. I didn't do nothing different. You know what I mean? And that's like family. I didn't go out here and usually grab the caskets and walk around the neighborhood like I do. Or, you know what I mean? I've done before. So it's like, even with that, a lot of times the biggest thing that we'll do for somebody that we even know, like somebody that's in our family, the most we'll do is go get a t-shirt made. Go get a button made. You know what I mean? Say their name in the song, say their name in the club. And at the end of the day, that's not stopping violence. That's us remembering that individual. Yeah. But that ain't us doing nothing to fix the problems that exist in the neighborhood.
All right.
Shout out to the preachers. Y'all ain't doing nothing either.
All right. We know you wear a lot of hats, man. I know that. You know, you promote, you host, politician, Ciroc, you know.
Shout out to McDonald's.
What advice would you give artists or individuals on branding and marketing? I love it.
Look, man, they got this book series, right? It's called For Dummies. You got marketing, you got advertising, you got promotions, you got branding, you got setting up a business. Like read, man. I don't understand. Like, what is it's not. It's harder to get on, like to get a deal, and that's their focus. Their focus is getting the deal. Before you can get the deal, get your business in order. You know what I mean? Go get you an LLC. You know how many record labels exist in this city right now? If I wanted to go downtown, register a business in their name, you know they can do about it. I own that entertainment, this entertainment, that entertainment, this entertainment, that entertainment, this entertainment. Like, you're not even doing the basics. I can come here, I could go ahead, build the buzz. Let me be the big bully, then I'm gonna go downtown, register your business name under my name, and take it from you. You know what I mean? Do the work. They're not doing the work. They just want to go in the studio, rap, put it out there, and hope that something
Is that
happens.
what's frustrating you the most about the local
Man,
artists?
that, the package, like the arrogance, you know what I mean? The lack of loyalty, the lack of discretion. Like, I don't get it, man. Like, if you purchase my CD, I appreciate you. You just help me feed my kid. That's how you need to treat people. Like, if you really want to get in this game, you got to act like you appreciate the people that's interested in what you're doing. And if you don't appreciate that, I don't know where you're going. Because it's honestly only a select few of people that when record labels honestly look inside this city that they call and they ask. So you think you about to take a dump on him, and think that they not going to call him, and him? So when the record label calling all 7 of them, they saying the same thing about you? Got good music, but he this. Like, man, check the egos. Like, I say this all the time. Check your bank account, then check your ego. You know what I mean? Like, your bank account ain't big enough for your ego to be that way. I'm not running around here with one, so you shouldn't either.
I asked Lucky his top 5 in the city. He gave me his top 5. Give me Chino Dollars, top 5 artists in the city.
Number 1, Leah Rowe, a singer. Number 2, Ryan McDaniel, a singer. Number 3, I think you have to throw Young Tone in there, talent base. Number 4, I think you have to throw Dro Man in there because when it comes to hip hop artists in the city, when it comes to reaching out to the other side and having white people, like, he won't admit it, man. Dro Man's a pop artist now. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't make pop music, and people might take this the wrong way. This is what I mean. We're talking about a hip hop artist who, honestly, his following right now is bigger than the white people love him. You know what I mean? I don't know any other rappers that can get that same love in the hood. Have, you know, Post Road played in every club east to west, and Jiggly played in every club east to west. But we go down to Terre Haute, you got 400 white people trying to Jiggly. You know what I mean? I was in Bubbles the other day. Wasn't nothing, probably about 2 blacks arrest white people. Jiggly came on a whole club full of white people, or bar full of white people. Jiggly. Just being real, I don't see that reaction from other rappers' music. You know what I mean? I don't see white people reacting to that, but Jiggly, I watch them react to that. So, you know, he's on that list because he has pop crossover appeal. Not a pop artist being soft. And then number 5, man, you pick one. Just being honest. You pick one. Whoever you want. You know, matter of fact, I give my number 5 is Lil Scooty. And that's because he's wearing more than one hat. He ain't just being a rapper. He's trying to be the rapper, the businessman, the CEO, the publicist. He doing it all. Number 6 ain't be anybody you want. They just had to come around. And shout out to Lil Skip, man, because Lil Skip is doing this thing.
You got big speakers over here. Now, there's been we're not going to go there. We're going to go somewhere else. Now, let's talk about a lane. Let's talk about a lane me and you both been in, that you're in right now and I currently have stepped away from, and that's the promotion game. When I came into the promotion back in 2009, I was doing security at Ice Lounge, okay? And I saw and I watched and I said, okay. And I made my move in 2010. And from 2009, from when I wasn't in, to 2000, to currently where we at now, there's been a big change.
Yeah.
In the promotion game. What happened?
The economy is one thing that happened. Economy. I think the biggest thing is everybody wanted to become a promoter. Like, everybody sees the nightlife and they're looking at, okay, you walk in the club and you see that dude getting all the girls, that chick got all the dudes, or he ain't even have to stand in line, he got like 15 bottles. You know what I mean? Like, everybody sees is like, this is really the real deal monkey see, monkey do type of city. To where you got the dude who got a good job. He might be an accountant making 50 racks a year. You know what I mean? This is Indianapolis. The cost of living is not that high. You make $50,000 a year, good job. But he see you in the club and he like, man, Taj got girls around him, everybody dapping him up. He walks straight in the club. I want that. So what is he gonna do to get it? He gonna do what he saw you do. So now he's a promoter. Then you got guys that was in the dope game who, when the things started to dry up, they're like, I got this money. I got enough money to bring Gucci Mane, or I got enough money to bring Gotti. I'm gonna bring artists. You know what I mean? So it's like you had everybody on the outside who was looking at it decided all of a sudden that, just like how it was with rap, for a minute it was kind of dead in the city. Then boom, you had your boom of rappers. You had your boom of promoters. And the problem became the public didn't know who to trust no more. They didn't know. They like, here, look at the Ciroc Star situation. Man, wasn't nobody really throwing Ciroc parties, man. You launch the Ciroc Stars, everybody got a Ciroc party. Whoa, for real? This ain't a brand new liquor. Wow. You know what I mean? It's a monkey see, monkey do situation where somebody will say he was successful at it. I think I could do it better than him. So I'm going to take what he did and I'm going to add my little wrinkle on it and I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? So it's like, if everybody's a promoter, somebody got to be bad at it. Everybody can't be good. So you got a problem. The economy went down. The amount of promoters went up. So you got 85 parties, and this chick only got $20 to spend for the weekend. She don't know where to go. So a lot of times what happened is somebody who don't know where to go. You know what they're going to do? I'm going to go to the liquor store because I got 20. The liquor store, get a bottle, sit home, watch TV, call my girls. We're going to play cards. Boom. You know what I mean? We drove people back into their houses. We drove people into having house parties and get-togethers because we oversaturated the market with garbage. This is what it is. It's too much garbage out here. It's a lot of trash.